Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain how we can perform addition of two matrices in C programming language. So don't see the length of the program. So if you understand the logic, before you are going to write the program, you have to know what will be the steps. Then it is very easy to write any length of the code in any programming languages, right? So before we are performing the addition of two matrices, so what are the things required we will know first. So I need two arrays of the same size because I want to perform the addition. So I need array 1 and array 2 and I will read these two array contents, and after that I am adding these two and then I will store the result in some another array. So for that, here I am declaring two arrays for taking input and another array for storing my result of the addition operation. So here I am taking m and n variables of type integer because here my array's length is 5 by 4 matrices. So my array length is 5 by 5 matrices. So every time when I am executing this program, I may or may not be interested to take 5 by 5 matrix. So sometimes I want to take 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 2, like that. So that's why I'm asking the user before executing the program what will be the row and column sizes they expected. So for that I'm taking this m and n value, m and n variables for taking rows and column sizes. And after that I'm taking another two variables I and j which I'm using in my for loop. So first what we have to do, we have to ask the user row size and column size. So for that I am writing this printf and scanf statements. I am asking the user enter the row size. So that row size I stored in my variable m. And I am asking enter the column size, and that value I stored in variable n. So at the time of reading or displaying my array contents, instead of I'm given a constant values, I can pass simply my m and n because my row size is always available at m variable and my column size is always available at n variable. So here these statements are written for only displaying purpose. So I want to show on console first matrix elements. So before I am reading the first matrix, I will show this as heading in my console. And after that I am using two for loops for I0 I less than m I plus plus, because here I am writing m, it will takes rows. I always takes rows. J is always takes columns. So here I am comparing with my column value n. And after that I am asking the user to enter the array element at positions in my first array, that is ij position. So it will take 0 0 position first, and after that 0 1 0 2, like that it will read the values from the keyboard by using this simply scanf statement. So in that scanf statement, the %id I used because my first array is of type integer and I am using an ampersand symbol. First of ij will take the elements at each and every position. So I'll repeat the same thing for the second array. Just I'll copy and paste the same thing for second array, but I'll change my array name as second. See, nothing is different. Everything is similar. Only the thing changed is here I changed first with second, and the remaining everything is similar for reading the first array. And after I am reading first and second arrays, now I have to write the logic for adding two matrices. So what the logic here? So I want to take the same position of elements from two arrays, and I want, after adding, I want to store my result also in the same position. For example, if I want to take 0 0 position element from first array and second array, I will add. And after that I can save the result in the same position of my resultant array. So simply we can say the first element of the first matrix and the first element of the second matrix is added, and that can be stored the first element position of my resultant array. We can repeat the same logic for all the elements of my matrices first and second. So in this way it can add all the elements of my array first and second, and the result will be kept at some ij. So now it's time to display the resultant matrix. So simply I want to show the headings on my console. I just written these statements, resultant matrices, and before that it will show me some dotted lines, and after that statement also it show me some dotted lines. So these dotted lines I used in my program for just formatting, means you can see your output screen, it will be something looking good. So for that purpose, and simply I am using my for loops. I just print the value which is available at my array sum of ij, because my result is kept in that array. So I'll just display that array. So now I'll show you how this program is executed. So I just compile and run this program. It will ask me the row and column size. So I'll give the row size is 3 and column size is 2. So now my matrices, it will be acted as 3 by 2 matrices. So see, so now it will ask me first matrix element. So the first element position is 0 0. So I'll give some value as 25, and it will ask me second element, that is 85. See, my first row is completed. Now I'm coming to a second row. So in that second row I'll give the values as 58 and 96. And after that it will ask me to give the values for my third row, because my array is having 3 rows and each and every row will consist in 2 elements. So now I'll give the values for my third row. So these are the values I'll given for my first matrices. And after that, now it will ask me for the elements of your second matrix. So here I provide elements for my second matrices. So these are the elements I'll provide for my matrix 2. So now it's time to display the resultant matrix. See, the resultant matrix is. So what's happening here? Thank you.